Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to another video. Today we're here for another episode of Goattville updates, and we are once again here in front of the theater, just going to be showing off some of the recent progress I've made on it. Just because I was originally planning on making another building video, but the one thing I was working on kind of proved to be too complicated for a building video, so I think I'll just sort of work on that in between episodes. So in this video I'll just show off some of the progress I did in between episodes and some of the progress I'll attempt to get done before the next one. So the first thing is I furnished this room right over here. So we got one more room completed around the outside, and I also extended the hallways down here. One thing I was planning on using this space for was to make a little small little, I don't know, performing area. Not as big as the main auditorium, but we'd have a small stage here that could be used for small events, maybe before or after some large things. So we'll have one on this side, and then we'll mirror it on the other side of the building. Also, did I do anything else? I feel like I did something else, but I guess we'll just get to the main stuff, which is inside the main auditorium. And you'll notice it right when we walk in. It's a whole lot brighter, and that is because I took down the main roof that was originally up there. It was just a flat, dark oak wood slab that was just hanging up there, and I replaced it with this frame for the new roof, and the new roof that's going to look a whole lot nicer. And this was what I was planning on working on, but we're dealing with circles that are slightly elevating and spheres in a block-based game, so things are going to be a bit complicated. This is just the frame of it all set up. As you can see, it just sort of slowly curves up from where these walls stop right here. Just a small curve up, and then that leads to this big circle where we're going to have this little dome right here. This little outside part where it just slowly rises up is going to be mostly like dark oak and spruce wood, not going to be too interesting. But then right here in the dome, we're going to have like, some lighter colors and maybe some types of like artwork. I mean, it's not going to be like, paintings and stuff like that, but I'm going to make it, interesting. We're going to put some interesting colors up here, so that way it looks kind of interesting. Maybe something similar to the roof of the lobby. You can see it over here. I use some yellows and stuff like that. It's going to be something similar over here, but maybe I'll include like some blues to contrast with the browns of the wood. But you'll also probably notice I did some work on the stage. Originally there was just a red curtain kind of going around the back, but I changed it to have this little setup right behind it, which is where there would be a choir for any musical performances, and I made sure I set it back far enough so that way you could put some set pieces right here in the front, so when there was a play they'd just be able to put it right there in front of it. But yeah, we just have some space for the choir over there, on the left side and on the right side, and then here is some space for the soloists, and I even have a little space up here where we're gonna have this massive organ. I just have a couple pipes right here right now, but I'm gonna make it a whole lot bigger once I finally get around to that. And then behind that, we're gonna just keep the wall going up, somewhat similar to the oak walls that we have in the main area over there, and just gonna kind of curve up and then meet up with this over here, this little beam right there. And we'll probably have like some curtains set up on the side, just because I don't feel like bringing the wall around, and I feel like these curtains would be the ones that would be pulled out in the front, so we can have like a bit of realism here. But I'm not too sure. I was planning on doing like some red curtains, but those are very vibrant, so I don't know, maybe I'll try out like some gray curtains, who knows. I'll have to do some experimenting with that. But I also did some work over here and a little bit of work in the backstage area. Just a little staircase which leads down here to this door, which takes you down to here. And then I also did some work up here next to the practice rooms. I think I mentioned in the last episode I was going to include a small little kitchen here, which I did. There's a couple tables, a little coffee machine, and a sink or two, some boxes of, I suppose, would be donuts or something. And that's pretty much what I have done for this side. Nothing going over here. I'll probably do some more backstage work here. This was going to be like some sort of storage room for the all the instruments. Or was that going to be the practice room or something like that? Well, I mean, we have solo practice rooms over there, but I guess a rehearsal room. not too sure. I have to check my notes, my little my blueprint that I had. And over here, this stuff will mostly just be storage and stuff like that. And then over here, originally this was going to be like a large general backstage area, which I might include just for the first floor. But I was thinking, you know, since this is a massive establishment of a building I've made here, and we have plenty of space, and I'm not too sure exactly how I'm going to fill up the upper floors, I was thinking this back area on like the second and third floors could be some sort of recording studio. So if, you know, an orchestra is needed to record something, you know, that will have the entire second and third floor back here. I feel like that'd be kind of an interesting idea to put in here, because I can't really think of anything else. The whole backstage area is really only going to need the first floor, so pretty much everything from the second to the fourth floor is pretty much whatever I can think of. But aside from that, nothing too much done over here on this side. I feel like I did something more, but, you know, who knows. Oh yeah, I did this up here. I finished all the seatings. Originally there was, this third floor wasn't completed, but I just put the little final touches on the seating. We have these little boxes right here. Very, very nice place to, you know, just to view from the, it still has a pretty good view. I tried my best when planning these seats out to like make sure every seat had a good view. These little back ones, I mean, these back ones you can still see a little bit, but at least, you know, the main seats that would be right here, I mean, you can still get like a perfect view of the stage, which I'm quite proud of, because typically when making, you know, seating in Minecraft, the angles get a bit weird and a lot of seats turn out completely useless. But I'm glad that for this project, these seats are not completely useless. Every single one's got a good view. But anyway, I'm going to be working on the dome in between episodes, because it's going to require a lot of work, a lot of trial and error, as they say, and I don't think that would make for a very, you know, concise video. But thinking outside of the theater, because I've been doing the theater for, you know, probably well over a month now, it seems to be the only sorts of videos that I've been making, and while this is, you know, my big project at the moment, I do want to try and, you know, test out some other things. And my other big project that I was planning on was making this river turn into the massive lake and kind of turn this into some sort of, you know, state park or something. You know, have like some forests expand out there, just getting a different taste other than the city, because we've been working on the city for probably what's been 2 years now. And I kind of want to try out something different. I feel like this would be something interesting. You know, who knows, maybe if I have the time for it, we can do some work for that in between episodes and maybe get started with it in the next one if I can do some decent work on the theater. But anyway, I guess that'll be it for this video. A pretty short one, but, you know, just a simple update video. The reason why I got delayed a couple days is because I was trying to make some sort of video work for building the dome. You know, that would actually be somewhat interesting. But, you know, I just decided I'll make this little update video for what I've done and what I eventually will get to. But anyway, that'll be it for this episode. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye!